What's up, Net Soldiers? Psychotech back, and you guys really enjoyed my last video where I gave you the rundown on the lore of Darth Maul. This time I'm going to discuss Count Dooku as decided by you, the fans. Remember, if you enjoy these kind of videos, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and let me know who you want to see next. Dooku was born on the planet Serenno, heir to his household and family fortune. It was when it was discovered he was force sensitive, he was taken in by the Jedi Order to be Yoda's Padawan. Dooku quickly attains the rank of Master and a seat on the Council. Dooku then takes on Qui-Gon Jinn as his Padawan and trains him to be a Master as well. In the years before the Clone Wars, Dooku becomes conflicted and begins to come to terms with the fact that the Jedi, Republic, and Senate are being seeded with corruption and leaves the Jedi Order to return to his home planet, reclaim the title Count and his family fortune, becoming one of the most powerful and influential beings in the galaxy. During his self-imposed exile, Darth Sidious approaches Dooku and coaxes him with the dark side and the chance to reshape the Republic. Appealing to his desires, Dooku agrees to become Sidious's apprentice and takes on the name Darth Tyrannus. With the new union of two of the galaxy's most powerful beings, they begin to plant the seeds to spark the beginning of the Clone War. Dooku is required to oversee the creation of the Republic's future army. However, in order to ensure that no one knew of his involvement, Dooku recruited Master Sifo Dyas to order said clone army from the Kaminoans to protect the Republic from civil war. Once the cloning had begun, Dooku contacted Lon Pike of the Pike Syndicate and was like, "Hey, I don't feel like killing this guy, so can you do it for me?" And they did. All that was left was to choose a template for the clones. Dooku meets with bounty hunter Jango Fett on one of the moons of Bogdan and agrees to pay him considerably from his own fortune and with his own personal unaltered clone. Now, aside from the lower aggression, superior agility, and forced obedience, Dooku and Sidious included a chip that would trigger the protocol known as Order 66 and cause the clones to turn on the Jedi and murder them. Years after his withdrawal from the Jedi in public view, Dooku reappeared on the Republic holonet, condemning the Republic and calling them out on their corruption. This speech and other anti-Republic actions in the Outer Rim forced the creation of the Confederacy of Independent Systems and Separatist Movement. Looking to expand their forces, Dooku and Sidious required the droid army of the Trade Federation. In order to form the alliance, Dooku promised the assassination of Senator Amidala and sent Jango Fett to complete the mission. In spite of Fett's failure due to a body double, Dooku joined forces with not only the Trade Federation, but the Banking Clan, Techno Union, Commerce Guild, and Corporate Alliance. While Obi-Wan was spying on a separatist meeting on Geonosis, Dooku managed to find him and capture him. Dooku tried to convince Obi-Wan to join force with him, but to no avail. Dooku also managed to capture Anakin Skywalker and Senator Amidala, who tried to rescue Obi-Wan. Dooku sentenced them to their executions in the arena for all the separatists to see, but at the right moment Mace Windu arrived with 200 Jedi and rescued the heroes. But Dooku was prepared and pushed the Jedi back with an army of super battle droids. But before Dooku could order the deaths of the remaining Jedi, Yoda arrived with a new clone army of the Republic to save them. As the battle ensued, Dooku and the other separatist leaders planned their escape. Before leaving, Dooku was sure to take the plans of their new ultimate weapon, the Death Star. Right as he was about to escape, Dooku was confronted by Obi-Wan and Anakin, who he quickly and easily defeated. His escape was again stopped when Yoda appeared in hopes of defeating his fallen Padawan. Being unable to defeat his little green friend, he drops a pillar onto Obi-Wan and Anakin, forcing Yoda to save them and allowing Dooku to escape to Coruscant, meet with Sidious, and inform him that the war they had been planning had begun. Now that the Clone Wars had begun, Dooku and Sidious plan to widen their influence across the galaxy and are now looking to add the Hutt clan to their alliance by tricking Jabba into thinking that the Jedi had abducted and killed his son. But this plan failed when Anakin not only rescued Jabba's son, but revealed Dooku's treachery. He then turns to the neutral moon of Rugosa to gain the Toydarians' favor and secure access to key supply routes. Dooku sends his apprentice Asajj, but Yoda arrives at the same time to discuss an alliance with the Toydarians. Asajj challenges Yoda to defeat her droid battalion for the Toydarians' cooperation. Yoda defeats the droids even though it turned out to be an unfair fight and the Toydarians join the Republic. In a new attempt to capture the Sith Lord, Anakin allows himself to get captured and brought onto Dooku's flagship. Obi-Wan meets up with Anakin and confronts Dooku only for him to escape. Not long after, Dooku's ship gets shot down on the planet of Vancor, but before reinforcements could arrive and rescue Dooku, a band of pirates capture Dooku and plan to ransom him off to the Republic. Obi-Wan and Anakin go to ensure that they had Dooku to offer, but end up getting captured themselves and chained up with Dooku. After being forced to work together and dealing with the treacherous pirates. Following his dealing with the pirates, Dooku continues to wage war on the Republic. Seeing Ryloth was about to turn back over to the Republic, Dooku ordered the destruction of the capital due to Wat Tambor's poor performance. However, thanks to Mace Windu and Anakin, the city was spared. Sidious, concerned that Asajj was becoming too powerful, ordered Dooku to eliminate her in order to prove his loyalty to him. On her way back from a mission, Dooku ordered her ship to be destroyed, but Asajj managed to escape undetected. When Asajj returned to the Night Sisters, she planned to attack Dooku at his palace on Serenno. Asajj and her two sisters planned to subdue him by blinding him and then attacking him disguised with Jedi lightsabers. He managed to fight them off, never discovering his attacker's true identity. It was after this that Dooku ironically sought to ally himself with the Night Sisters, who then offered a male warrior to replace the loss of his former apprentice. Dooku ended up taking Savage Opress, the brother of Darth Maul, as his new apprentice. Before beginning his training, Dooku wanted to test Savage by ordering him to take a Republic outpost manned by 2 Jedi and some clones. Having proved himself, Dooku began to train Savage in the ways of the dark side. After some very basic training, Dooku sent his apprentice to kidnap the Toydarian king. However, Anakin and Obi-Wan arrived to stop him. Savage succeeded in taking the king, unfortunately killing him in the process and failing Dooku's plan. It was at this time Asajj revealed that she was still alive as Savage's true master. Dooku managed to overpower Asajj, subdue Savage, and ordered that they both be executed. Unfortunately, they had both managed to escape. Towards the end of the Clone Wars, the Jedi sent Master Quinlan Vos undercover as a bounty hunter to team up with Asajj and kill Dooku. Being unable to defeat him, Vos reveals his true identity to Asajj, who then trains him in the ways of the dark side. The duo confronts Dooku again on Raxilon during a war ceremony in his honor. He easily overpowered his would-be assassins and captures Vos while Asajj just barely escapes. Dooku takes Vos back to his palace where he tortures and turns him to the dark side. During an attack on Taris led by Dooku, Anakin and Obi-Wan were sent eager to rescue their fallen comrade. Although Vos had physically returned to the Jedi, Dooku still had control over Vos's mind, using him as a spy. After discovering Vos's true allegiance, they sent him once again to kill Dooku, cause that worked out so well the first time, right? After tracking Dooku down and besting him in lightsaber combat, Vos refused to kill him and demanded he be taken to Darth Sidious. Little did they know, they were followed by Anakin and Obi-Wan and captured both Vos and Dooku. During their escape onto Asajj's ship, they get shot down onto Christophsis. Upon reaching a Separatist base, Dooku contacted Sidious and helped getting off the planet. Shortly after, Anakin and Obi-Wan assaulted the base and Dooku was injured. It was at this moment Asajj and Vos fight over whether to kill Dooku or not. While the two argue, Dooku strikes at his former apprentices with lightning, mortally wounding Asajj. After this attack, Dooku was weakened from both his injury and using up his power. He tried to convince Vos to kill him so that he would complete his path to the dark side. Vos refused and reclaimed his Jedi identity and then allowed Dooku to escape. After the capture of Darth Maul, Dooku attempted to interrogate Maul about his Shadow Collective. After no success, Sidious ordered Dooku to let Maul escape so that he could track down and kill Maul's allies. After Maul escaped to Ord Mantell, Dooku and Grievous attacked in an attempt to kill the Shadow Collective. Unfortunately, Dooku was captured and tricked Maul into forming an alliance and make him believe that they would overthrow Sidious. Maul then took Dooku to Dathomir to meet Mother Talzin, who then saw through Dooku's lies and took over his body with her dark magic. Sidious and Grievous confronted the Dathomirians and easily defeated them, freeing Dooku from Talzin's control. It was shortly after that Talzin was killed and Maul's armies were destroyed, eliminating his influence in the galaxy. Dooku had now planned to kidnap Chancellor Palpatine, who is really Darth Sidious wanting to test Anakin's power. Falling for the bait, Anakin and Obi-Wan arrived to rescue the Chancellor, who is guarded by Dooku. Dooku quickly knocked Obi-Wan out of the fight, trapping him under a balcony. Anakin then took on Dooku by himself, where he disarmed and cut off Dooku's hands. After some quick persuasion from the Chancellor, Anakin decapitates Dooku, defeating him for good. Well, I hope you enjoyed this character breakdown, and if there's anyone you want to see me cover, let me know down below. Otherwise, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This is Psychotech, signing out.